Hey, welcome to the Cigar Room Show. I just want to talk a little bit today about it's okay to be someone's friend. It's okay to be someone's family, but it's not okay to be someone's punching bag. A lot of us fall victim to thinking that we love somebody by how much we can tolerate somebody. That manipulation game, that needs to stop. Far too often, so many years have gone by of the same thing. People want to make you feel like you have to tolerate them a long time or whatever they're going through. And that shows how much of a friend or family you are to them. That's not true. Sorry for those of you that want to disagree or believe anything otherwise. But here's the proof. How have those relationships been? You get 10 people like that who've had to deal with that. Tell me how the results of those 10 people are. Tell me if they're better off people because of how much they've tolerated. And then those people think sometimes you tolerate them, you're going to get through to them, that you're going to say that thing, you're going to say that special thing they need to hear, you're going to be there. It's okay to be there as a friend. It's okay to be there as family. Being there. But when you're someone's punching bag, that's a total different thing. Where they spill over all the bad things that's going on with them. And they're being pessimistic. And they're like, oh, okay, that's what you're doing? That's fine. They make you feel uncomfortable for saying good things. Simply put. They make you feel uncomfortable for saying good things. Are those people that every time you talk to them, no matter what kind of news you got, you are not stronger because of what you went through. A lot of you are a lot more brittle because of what you went through. You may not want to admit it, but it's the truth. You're a lot more brittle. You're a lot more sensitive because of what you went through. You're not stronger. You're not. There's no way you are. If you're so much stronger, then how come you're so hypersensitive to everything? And now I'm talking to the people that always want to make people their punching bag. You're not stronger. Get help. Get help. You're not making anybody around you better. You're hurting people. On top of the fact that you're still hurt, you're hurting others. I'm talking to the people that make their friends, their family, all those loved ones, the people that care about them, people that deal with them and tolerate them. You are not stronger because of what you've been through. You are terrible. You're hurtful. You're spiteful. Everything about you is going to get worse. And the people around you are going to resent you for it. You're going to show up places and you're going to be the bad seed that's there. Watch. Just watch. Watch how things start turning out in your life because of how much you still won't address. And you keep making everybody else your punching bag because you messed up or because somebody hurt you. Then the excuses, well, we all go through something. We all got to deal with the people who love me just going to be there for me regardless. No, they don't have to, though. No, they don't. When is that? As the majority of times, when has that ever worked out for the better? When has that ever worked out for the better? Where people be there for you regardless, and it's such a minority of people that's actually worked for. It's not even funny. It's ridiculous. I'm just going through something. Everything that you keep admitting, but you won't admit that I need to do something about it too. That's the only part you won't admit. You will admit everything else that's wrong, but you won't admit that you need to address it. You will admit everything else and anybody else. You'll talk about all they mess, but you won't talk about yours. You won't talk about yours though, right? But people love you because they tolerate you, right? That's dumb. Just simply put, straightforward. That is dumb. We got to stop this as a community. We tolerate people for far too long and act like it's love. That ain't love. I love people. I've been loved. That ain't love. That's not love. That's not love to continuously hurt somebody, and I'm fully aware that I am hurting. People are like, well, Some people may not see it. People may not. No, they do. They do. These people are all grown most of the time. They're grown. They know exactly what they're doing. People know exactly what they're doing. Don't keep sparing them. They ain't sparing you. They ain't holding you up. Every time you talk to them, it's something that happened to them. Somebody talking about them. Somebody hurting their feelings. Somebody making them feel away. They're always the victim. Always. It'll never register to them that they're the common denominator in all these bad situations. No, hey, such thing as gaslighting, right? Be gaslit, a lot of people around you. Now, once you're aware of the people around you are trying to gaslight you, at what point do you start to think, I need to adjust some things? When you get gaslit, it's usually a lot of times because you were in position already. You were in position to be gaslit for those people to put you there. And they just took the opportunity. Now, at that point, you take back your power by starting to develop and change yourself. You ain't low-hanging fruit no more when you've been progressive about where you need to be. People are going to continue to be victims, no matter the circumstances, because it's a safe space for them to be. Don't take accountability on their part. They can be dismissive as they like, and they can get the attention. But for those of you out there that believe that you're loving someone because you're tolerating and dealing with them irregardless of what they're going through, I'm telling you right now, as a majority of times, it never works out well. Never. Majority of times when you deal with people like that, it never works out well. We hold on to hoping for something so often. It's like we're programmed to always hope. We're programmed to just always hope. When are we going to start programming ourselves to start working? To always start the work part of it. To always start to be faithful and know that I need to do this to get to this. Because start placing agendas in front of us on things that we need to do to get us from this place to this place. If you know what's wrong with you, go look up the things on how to actually stop letting that be a wrong thing in your life, a bad thing in your life, a residual feeling in your life. If you're not putting in that work ethic, stop it. Stop it. That's you. You're admitting to yourself something is wrong. I don't care how close are y'all being. You don't have to continue to be someone's punching bag. I got friends that if anybody would ask, it's been times where I told my friends things, it ain't been my best interest to tell them that at that moment. But because I love them, I'm like, no, that ain't the move. Don't do that. Because why? I still need you to be my friend 10 years from now like you was 10 years ago. I still need you to be my friend. So that thing you going through, I'm a friend because I love you enough to tell you this. And it's not like I'm one of them people that don't know what I'm talking about when I'm telling people certain things because I know their situation. I know what they've been talking to me about. Like, you want to see that get worse? Then don't do that. That's what a good family of friends should do. And there is times you just do have to just sit back and listen. There's sometimes you have to sit back and let somebody vent. I'm speaking to those times where they're continuously doing a punching bag, where they're constantly hitting you with things, constantly. At some point, you have to say, hold up. This is what you got to do, friend, family, brother, sister, cousin, whoever they may be to you. This is what you're going to have to do. Now, for this last part before I end this episode, there are some people you're never going to be able to talk to. There are some people you're never going to. I know. You want to hope for the best. You want to hope it's going to turn around. You want to not believe that you can't still believe that they're going to come around. I know. There's going to be people that you're never going to be able to talk to. They're going to live out their days that same way. As long as they keep doing that, that's what they're going to do. You're going to come to realize you cannot control the narrative for their life. They're going to have to do something. You can go pray for them. You can go love on them at different points. But for those people, they're going to have to actually make that work ethic. There's nothing special about what you're going to say or do that's going to help them change. You can pray. You can. This is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to slowly but surely, because it has to happen this way. Otherwise, if you do it abruptly, it can cause a real disruption, real bad. Yeah, I know you cut it. Oh, what's wrong with you? You just stopped talking to me all of a sudden. You have to maybe do it slowly but surely. But you're going to have to set a boundary with that person. You are. You're going to have to start to be brief on the phone. You're going to start to be brief with your presence around them or their presence around you. Their interactions amongst each other, you're going to have to be brief. And you're going to still have to stay a loving person, a caring person in those brief moments. But you're going to have to somehow, some way start setting a boundary. I'm not saying start hurting that person's feelings. But some people just, no matter what there's nothing you're going to say or do that's going to help them. They're going to always choose to be the victim, no matter what. No matter what. So understand that. Friend or family, you do not have to be their punching bag. And because somebody's your friend or family, you don't have to make them your punching bag. You don't always have to tell them every bad thing that's going on with you. Get help. Some way, somehow, get help. Take this seriously. Take this seriously. Your life and the circumstances around it should be taken seriously. I really want that to stop this in our communities. I really do. I'm passionate about it, as you can see. I don't want that to continue. I just hope that a lot of you understand that and start to get help and start to get an understanding. I don't have to be someone's punching bag, and I don't have to keep being the victim in every single situation that happens. Hope everybody out there has a blessed and prosperous week from the Cigar Room Show. Thank you.